So, silver and gold in like 2000, 2001, they went up. They went up for years at a certain rate. And then we had like an inflection point, right? Here, let me show you a chart here. I'm going to high tech on you guys, right? Here's my computer monitor. I'm going high tech, right? So, right here, let me get my pointer. This is a sterling silver. This is a Tiffany spoon. I don't know if you see the back here. This is a Tiffany sterling spoon. Okay, here's my little pointer here. So, you know, it's kind of going up like this, right? It's kind of going up like this. It gets a little crazy. But all of a sudden, whoa, whoa, daddy, whoa, what happened here? Whoa, 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 daddy, look at that. And then boom, oh, ah, you know, that kind of stuff happened. So something caused a gradual incline in this period. And it was like an orderly, calm incline. It got a little rough. And then boom, whoa, right up here. So I think the thing to do is to ask yourself, what caused it to go from here to here, right? Because this July 2010 is kind of like a breakout point. Something happened here, and then look at that. That thing went way up. And then it basically is in the process of losing everything it gained in this time period right here. In this time period, like right there, right? So I think if you want to do some analysis, you have to ask yourself, what caused it to go from here to here? And then what caused this big thing here? And is this big thing here all done? Let me tell you something. So, say for example, it's like May of 2003 where this chart starts. It's May of 2003. You buy silver. For several years, you look at the silver like every day. And then what happens? You go off the grid, right? You know, you go to some tropical island for a couple years. You don't look at the price of silver at all, right? But in your mind, you have the memory of silver from here to here. So now, you know, so you're watching the market every day from here to like here. And in this period, you're on like a tropical island. So on the tropical island, someone, you know, from the outside world comes in. And they said, hey, you know that silver investment you got? It's like at 23, right? So you're right here and you go, whoa, that's pretty cool. From here to here, it must have continued the slow gradual climb to 23, right? Right? Because if you bought from here to here, it came to here. So maybe the things that took it from here to here are still in effect and it really should be here right now. I don't know. That's like your own analysis, right? Because if you're on that desert island for this period of year right here, and someone told you silver's at 23, yeah, pretty cool. You're like, hey, you know, I got it from here, and this trend is still intact. But wait a second, we had all this stuff happen here. Look at this takeout here, right? Boom, boom. I mean, so it's essentially, if you assume this never happened right here, right, and silver's at like 23, that was kind of the original trend, right? But something happened here. Now, like, my concern is that when things react to the upside, they might react to the downside in the same manner, right? Is the reaction in the downside over right now? That's kind of something like you have to look at yourself. You have to look at your own analysis and whatnot, because really, right? I mean, look at gold and silver since like 2001. Just look at the charts yourself, right? Don't have someone else point the chart and like take a ruler and whatnot. Go to some of these amateur sites and try and learn some of these little charting things and say, hey, something happened like 2010 where that thing took off, right? And the shape changed, right? So essentially, what caused it to take off in the first place? Are those things that caused it to take off in the first place still there? Because I've been here, like, you know, on YouTube making videos since like 2009, and I saw a definite shift, right? In 2010, I saw all these new channels spring up out of the blue, get tons of views, the sharp commentary, the polished voices, right? And that's when that thing took off like this, right? You know, and so I'm wondering, would silver have ever gotten to 50? If there was no like YouTube, if there was no like of these amateur blogs, would it ever had that breakout? Was that breakout like an amateur blog, amateur YouTube breakout, where there were some things in motion from 2001 that caused it for the next 7 years to have a steady climb up, right? I mean, because That's something you have to ask yourself. And that's one of those things where I really don't want anybody to listen to me or any other amateurs on YouTube, because I am a rank amateur when it comes to these markets, a complete amateur. But what happens is I try and look for things, right? I try and think of things and use judgment. So I'm hoping you're following these channels, because people will ask you questions you should be looking at, right? Maybe I'll ask, this is the important question of the day. What caused this stuff to take off in 2001 for the next 7 years? What caused like a 2010 change? It was like this, change like this, then it went like this. And is that all done, right? So it's a kind of question thing. So I'm going to recycle the old phrase. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something. Woohoo!